Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the Super Kai Guy channel. Today we are upgrading the yellow halogen high beams, just like that one, to the bright white LEDs, like that one, on my BMW i3. Alright, so here are the LED bulbs that I'm actually installing. They're made by AUXITO, I think that's how it's pronounced. LED lights, obviously, this is going to be the H8, H9, H11, and H16, but I think properly it's the H11, at least on this car. High brightness, long lifespan, plug and play, so that's important. That also means there's going to be error free. You're not going to have any CAN bus errors or anything like that, so that's pretty good. And yes, it is for off-road use. Here on this side, we can see that it can operate between 9 and 30 volts. It is water resistant. I'm not sure if it's waterproof, but it's definitely water resistant, so it should be good to go. Color temperature of 6,000 Kelvin, so it's going to be a bright white light. That's kind of what I'm going for, to match the LEDs on the front of the car. Operating temperature and 50,000 hours of operating life. So very nice. Let's take a look. All right, I'm going to take it out of the box. So we have some white gloves to work in. All right, great. You have the product manual, so it gives you a little bit more information. There you go. And here are the bulbs themselves, or the LEDs. So as you can see, it's all made out of aluminum. There is a cooling fan on the back, so you don't have like a dongle or whatever coming off of them. So these should fit in a, in a enclosed environment as well, because some of them, need to have the extra stuff that just wouldn't work. But yeah, this works fine. You will need, of course, that plug, which is very common. Yeah, looks good. Looks like it has 6 LEDs per side in that little spot right there. This is also aluminum, and the reason I'm mentioning that it's aluminum is that it's good for cooling, especially with that fan, cooling the aluminum fins off as well. Another very cool thing about these LEDs is that it's one-to-one beam pattern, which means these LEDs mimic halogen lights filament very closely. So it has concentrated beams that shine further down the road and will not blind oncoming traffic. Anyway, let's get these installed and see how they look on my BMW i3. Step 1 is to turn the tire all the way to the right if you're working on the right side, and all the way to the left if you're working on the left side. This will give you plenty of space. With the wheel all the way to the right, we can simply take off this cover by twisting it with usually 2 hands. Just like that. And with the cover off, you can clearly see the bulb all the way in the back there with that blue little sticker on there. So what I'm going to do now is unplug the bulb itself and then twist it to the left until it comes out. Of course, I can't really film that because it's going to be really hard, but there you go. I just removed the plug. So the plug is removed, and now I'm going to twist the bulb, twist it to the left, and that's it. It comes out. So it's very easy to take out. Now we're going to grab the LED and install it. And here's a closer look at the LED. Love that it has that little fan and the fins to cool it down. And of course, you're not going to hear the fan running since it's, all the way in there. But yeah, pretty cool design on these and perfect application for what we're doing here. And of course, to install it, all I'm going to do is just put it in that same hole, twist it to the right, and plug the wire back in. So you want to go filament in first, or the LED, I guess, in this case. Catch the little lines, and that's it. It's in. It's super, super easy. You just put it in and twist. Now I'm going to plug it back in, and I'll get you a closer look of what it looks like. All right, it is now plugged in. That's it, done. That's the whole DIY. All right, so I'm going to bring you in just a little bit closer to show you what it looks like. So here is that opening right there. That's our high beam light. And that's where the LED went in. The plug just goes in, very easy, and as you can see, the fan is running on top, cooling the LED. Done. Now that both LEDs are installed, I can say that this is a very easy DIY on the BMW i3, and it looks much better now that all of the lights are matching and the color temperature is basically the same. Of course, there will be some people in the comments below saying that you shouldn't be putting LEDs into your headlights, and I mostly agree with you, especially when it comes to regular headlight bulb. But these are different. These are used as high beams. You wouldn't even have oncoming traffic when using high beams, right? They are also designed to mimic the halogen light bulb filament closely to prevent blinding oncoming traffic. So they have thought of this. Still, technically, these are approved for off-road use only, so it is completely up to you how you use them. I'm doing it more so for the looks and occasional use when I'm in the middle of nowhere, as it does increase viewing distance overall. In general though, I love how it looks, but you let me know what you think down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.